If you're looking forward to kicking back and streaming some new shows this weekend, we have you covered.
From drama to comedy to documentaries, there's an overwhelming amount of new shows to choose from. Mickey O'Connor from TV Guide is here now with some of the best streaming suggestions for the weekend. All right, Mickey, good to have you with us. So
Thanks
first off, season 2 of the Netflix original One Day at a Time. It's inspired by the original, of course. Why is this one so good?
I mean, I think that, it's Norman Lear, and he's still like, in his 80s, he's still like pursuing social issues, social justice, and you'll see when you watch the trailer, there's a lot of them packed into this like traditional comedy.
So what's this history project you're working on? And then maybe later you can show me how to turn into a bat.
Your mom's kind of mean. I'm obsessed with her.
I swear to God, if that vieja calls me Maria one more time.
Mrs. Doyle has Alzheimer's.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
Hey, I'm messing with you. She's just racist.
What happened to your face?
What happened to your face? I'm sorry. I was hanging out with my friends. It's hard to turn it off.
So it's the show reimagined, but we have
with a Latino family, and Rita Moreno, American treasure. Rita Moreno plays the abuela. This season, they're going to do a big story about her trying to pursue citizenship. The daughter on the family came out at the end of the last season, so they're going to sort of pursue that. And also, the mother is a war veteran, and she is also a nurse. And part of the theme this season is about her PTSD and dealing with that.
So
like I said,
this is a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Norman's hitting everything, huh?
A lot of stuff jammed in there, just like All in the Family. A lot of issues there, but also very funny. So that's his jam.
All right. So next up, we have a documentary.
Oh no, it's not a documentary.
It's not a doc. Okay,
no.
sorry. A Futile and Stupid Gesture. It is a biography.
It's a biopic. Yeah.
A biopic. Okay.
As they
all
call
about Doug Kenny. He's the creator of National Lampoon.
Yeah. Like father of comedy, father of American comedy, essentially, and in the 70s and 80s, and so it's like it's a biopic of him. It's kind of interesting. It just debuted at Sundance.
So it's not a doc, but it's a biopic.
Yeah, you'll see. It's you'll recognize a lot of the people.
Let's watch it.
If we're running our own magazine, we can do anything we want. We can publish knock-knock jokes.
Knock-knock. Who's that? Me.
Me who?
Me not doing the magazine.
That can go in issue 1.
It's a total failure. We're selling less than half our print run.
You're not gonna hurt him, right?
No.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, I don't think there's any bullets in there.
Catches!
Wow.
Yeah. So the deal is that the history of National Lampoon is kind of well known, and it's also like you'll see the making of the movies, Animal House, Caddyshack, all of that stuff. And then, you'll also find out like how these people sort of came to SNL. Like it's all part of the same continuum. So it's kind of interesting. It's getting sort of like mediocre reviews, but I think it's.
I was going to ask you about it, but it did well at Sundance,
Will Forte's, he's great.
Yeah, Will Forte plays Doug Kenny, and then the interesting thing is that Martin Mull plays Doug Kenny, like an older Doug Kenny. Yeah. Which is weird because the real Doug Kenny died when he was 33. So they're doing something a little weird there with like the elderly Doug Kenny. Like I said at the top, it's a biopic. It's definitely fictionalized. Okay. But you'll Chevy Chase is a character, John Belushi's a character, Bill Murray's a character. You'll see all of those people and how they all sort of intersected at that time. So to sort of create comedy as we know it at that time.
But who's behind this great stuff? Caddyshack, Animal House.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and you'll see they'll go on the set of those movies, like during the
That's cool.
Heyday. Yeah. All right, so Breathe debuts on Amazon internationally. This is a crazy one.
This is something completely different. This is nothing like that last one that we just talked about. It's best to watch the trailer and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I think.
अपनों को बचाने का सिर्फ एक ही रोल होता है.
Rate of lung damage has increased rapidly. Problem is we don't have many AB negative donors.
कितने महीने रह गए?
5 से 6. श्रेया को गले लगाए रखने के और भी तरीके हैं कबीर. I know we miss her a lot, but
Dada, I don't want to die.
Oh my God! I don't even know what I watched. I don't even know what this is.
It's kind of upsetting, right? So it's basically about this guy. Now, the first thing I want to say is that like Amazon, Netflix, these are global networks, and so they created this show for Amazon Prime India, but it's going to debut internationally. And you'll see a lot more things like that. We've already seen a lot of things like that for Netflix. Amazon is doing the same thing. It's about a father who realizes that his kid has this rare blood type, needs an organ transplant. There are no donors. So he decides he's going to create some donors. And it's an interesting story. You get it from the father's perspective, but also from the police's perspective, because they're on the trail of a serial killer, and you suddenly realize that, like, this guy is the serial killer, and that's not a spoiler. You know that up front. That's not a spoiler. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's nuts. I mean, it's pretty nihilistic, right?
I might save that for like a daytime thing.
You got some twisted friends you want to invite over.
Yeah,
I got a movie for you.
Mickey O'Connor, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.